And Jessica Jones came out and was also about something.
That's something else I tried to watch, and I'm just like, I can't get into it. And I've heard nothing but good about it, but I just can't. Well, except for, wasn't one season like terrible?
Of what?
Or maybe that was Arrow. I don't know. There's so much stuff out there.
Yeah, there's so much stuff out there.
I just can't. I can't. And I'm a big comic book guy, but I just can't.
I never actually want them to do it because I think she works so much better as a side character on paper. But if they ever do a live action Squirrel Girl, I want the lady from Rogue One to be Squirrel Girl.
Why don't you be
She's
Squirrel
got
Girl?
the teeth.
She's like
teeth. She can climb.
Which one?
Like,
She can
the
climb.
main girl.
Felicity
Felicity
Jones.
Jones.
Yeah,
Made
yeah.
for it. She has teeth and she can climb.
Yeah.
And I was also
Cast
so
it.
happy because I was like, there's a fellow like squirrel-toothed woman like saving the galaxy.
It should be
Like,
Doctor Doom.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Let's go back there. Do you identify with Squirrel Girl because you perceive yourself as having big front teeth?
yes.
See, until you said that, right, the entire year, almost 2 years I've known you, I've never in any way noticed anything
you
out of the
have-
ordinary about your teeth.
Yeah.
Is this your compliment?
It's a total revelation to me that you've just said that now. I think someone mean has said that about you in your life and you've taken it to heart and nobody else notices ever. Because I didn't even notice that Felicity Jones hadn't any sort
Yeah,
of...
that's true. Me neither. Until you said something, and then I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I guess she does open
Yeah.
her mouth a lot.
As a British male of a certain generation, all I think about movie stars' teeth is like, wow, such great teeth.
It's not CGI nowadays.
CGI. Oh, I could be a movie star now. They could CGI my teeth in. That's right, they would. They totally would.
Yeah, Grand Moff Tarkin's teeth are great.
Last time on Polymorph Self, the party were in a gambling den deep in the shady slum district of Anvil. Hjani flipped the table because the suspicious snake guy wouldn't tell her his name. So he did. It was Mr. Naja, not Naja, but Naja. Our heroes followed Mr. Naja and his crew deep into the lanes, to their secret meeting house, but it was a trap. All around them, formidable assassins appeared. On the rooftops, melting out of the shadows, emerging from the lanes, the battle commenced, but the party was divided. Seyda was swarmed in the lane, Hjani was stuck on the stairwell, and Bjorn was lost inside the house. Both Hjani and Seyda were struck by poisoned daggers, and Bjorn had already run away. They dashed into the lanes, a frantic chase ensued, and they all made it out, but separated and on the edge of death. Seyda and Hjani, you run through your respective individual alleyways, coughing as the poison is sort of coursing through your veins, pushing people out the way, stumbling through the streets. And you notice, as you break out into the more densely populated streets, into the bright light in the public areas, that the assassins are no longer following you. You cross the bridge, you go back out of Anvil and the slum areas into the main city centre, where the streets are paved, there's artisans, there's people of all walks of life, scribes in their robes. And you go back through the university district and make your way to the centre of town, where there are the huge public plazas, City Square, Library Square, by the imposing sort of pillared stone library building with many steps, and of course Musicians Square on the other side with lots of travelling performers. And over the housetops, as the city rises to the northwest up a hill, you can make out the huge elder tree, which you were explained as before marks the elven area where elves, dwarves and halflings all hang out. So you are now catching your breath and looking around, and the first thing you realise is, oh, no Bjorn.
I cough up some blood, wipe my mouth, and go, oh, where's Bjorn?
I feel really sick.
Yeah, I don't feel so hot myself.
Like those guys were really tough. And where's Bjorn? And I really don't feel well.
Yeah. Now I feel really bad that we made him go shopping with us that entire time when he was slowly dying of being previously poisoned.
Wait, did he get previously poisoned?
Yeah, he got previously poisoned at the house.
I'm really poisoned.
Yeah, we're both really poisoned. And somehow we wandered into a square full of musicians.
Oh, this is the worst. Oh,
Cities are awful.
like, there's a tree. Let's go to the tree, and if Bjorn's around, he'll come to the tree or the house. We'll meet him at the tree or the house. I just don't want to be poisoned anymore.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll walk 20 blocks to the tree then to try to get unpoisoned. I don't know. Oh,
Okay,
yeah, that makes sense. Let's do that.
You stagger down one of the four main north, south, east, west thoroughfares towards the west, staggering, blurry-eyed, almost getting run down by horses and carts, continuously being shouted at in various dialects.
Passing by pharmacy after pharmacy and just not going in.
That's right, yeah.
I don't like the city. I want to be by a tree.
Yeah, and eventually you find your way into the Elven Quarter, which is actually just off the main thoroughfare, about 20 blocks down. You notice that most of the houses are just the same, Euro-medieval style this city is, but you do start noticing some Cacathran architecture, like dark-stained pine wood with whitewashed walls and black tiles. Looks a bit out of place, but you're like, oh, yeah, I can see there's a bit of Elvens have made their marks here. And you start to notice that about 60 to 70% of the people here now are Elven. Some of them, Cacathran winter elves, 6 feet tall, lithe, pale skin, dark hair. And some, not too different, but these elves you heard about before who'd been around hundreds of years, having moved here, and they sort of, evolved a bit. And they just seem like kind of the same, but like a bit more laid back. Because they're kind of like the wood elves, I mean, they're basically the same as you guys. They just got like a different cultural outlook, you see. Apart from Seyda, who's human, by the way. So Hjani, you're like, I guess you feel like...
There's some weird looking elves here.
Yeah, it's more like their body language and culture. They're basically the same thing, but they're definitely a lot more kind of like laid back in their body language. Everyone in Kincathra is like in military service or... But since you've been living on the Rekka before, on the frontier, you're kind of getting acclimatized to like people being laid back against your better judgment.
Okay.
So now you've entered this area, there's elves all around you. And you're now, like, literally staggering.
Okay, so I'm like, hey, elf, quit slouching. And also tell us where we can get something to possibly anti-venom ourselves.
I just want to go sit by the tree, and I want to pet a wolf. A pony wolf.
I think what I want to do is get a drink.
Hey, you guys look like you've had a bad trip.
Yeah, you can say that.
Are there any wolf ponies? I think I'm delirious. Pony wolves.
Are you a Cacathran elf?
That I am.
Wow, and you have some kind of dog with you?
That's not my dog.
Wow. Well, oh yeah, that's right. Plenty of cool dogs in this neighborhood. Well, it just so happens I can help you out. Just a further down the alleyway here is a Cacathran bar, a pub, called the Snowy Owl. And I know you guys like your snow. And there's this guy there. He's really cool. We call him the Doctor because he's got the medicine you need. Just like go in there and like ask for the doctor, and he'll sort you out. Now, like, be well.
That would be great. I think it makes total sense for us to just go into a pub to try to get healed by a pub doctor.
I don't know. Where are we? Are we still fighting the big
He's
guys?
got the medicine you need.
Let's do it.
Be well, dudes.
Are there squids? Are there still squids?
Here, I wipe more bloody spittle from my lips and then just grab Seyda and we head towards the pub.
Just before you enter the pub, you notice that the neighborhood behind goes up on a rise, and you can see that where the river has been made into a canal, it's split around a small sort of man-made island with this elder tree on it, and it sort of springs up behind the pub and looks really cool.
That's beautiful. I'm dying.
Yeah. Okay, you open the door and enter, and it's just busy. It's just like a throng of people. It's coming up to lunchtime. Everyone's drinking, talking in all kinds of elven dialects, mainly Cacathran elven.
All right, so I slam the door open and I yell, "Is anyone a pub doctor?"
You are barely heard above the crowd, because what your voice actually sounds like is anyone a pub doctor?
Is anyone a pub doctor?
One elf turns around and says, "Oh, hello, fellow elf and human."
I pat his face and say, "Lemons, you can go far in life."
Did you say you were looking for the doctor?
Like, just little bloody reams keep on coming out of my lips. So I just blood spittle at him.
Okay, just go back there to that table in that alcove, all the way back there. He's there with all his dudes.
All his dudes.
He's got plenty of dudes around him. It's always dudes as well, never girls. And don't be afraid of his big bad wolf man, because his big bad wolf is just as chill as he is.
Wolf?
Something woke up Seyda.
Okay, off you go.
Yeah, we walk to the back of the alcove.
Okay, pushing your way through the Catherine pub, you finally reach where the cool cats are, I guess, the back alcoves where people have their own tables.
The pub doctor sausage party.
Yeah, yes. And you see a few surprising things. You see the goth party elf commander, Nicholas Tress. Oh, it's not too surprising because recently Micah has told you he's there. Sitting next to him is a dwarf in full armor.
Oh, it's a
with a
little guy.
warhammer on the table. And sitting next to him, petting his wolf Manto, is Billicus.
Manto!
Pub doctor.
What's up? Do I know you? Normally there's tons of chicks in here. So I mean, I don't know where they went right now, but you guys are more than welcome to come in here. Because there's normally tons and tons of chicks.
I throw my arms around Manto and pet his head.
Yeah.
And cry.
Manto recognizes you and starts licking your face.
Does he get poisoned?
No.
Who are your friends, Billicus?
I don't... Oh! I know these two. This is, Seyda, and this is Hjani.
You remembered our names. How sweet of you. I think I'm losing 1d6 hit points every 20 seconds.
That sounds oddly specific.
I continue to cry into Manto.
Yeah, so you're the pub doctor?
Yeah, what's wrong with your face?
Oh, we got poison. You wouldn't happen to have some non-poison, would you? Unpoison?
I twirl, but it's a very masculine twirl. And I cast neutralize poison.
Okay, you cast...
Because obviously they are poisoned.
What level spell is it? Third, right?
It is, yeah.
How many do you have per day?
2.
Awesome. So you cast neutralize poison for the first time, laying your hands on Hjani's blood-stained, spittle-stained mouth corners.
Me.
We've established that back from the...
At least you're not feeding me berries anymore.
And you are magically cured of poison, and you will no longer lose hit points.
Oh, I feel a lot better. Thanks.
Seyda coughs bloody spittle onto Manto's
I
gleaming white fur.
No, see, it's all about the performance. So I put my palm on her head, and I shout, "Poison be gone!" and I shove her head back.
The poison is gone magically. All the blood disappears from around your mouth, and everyone at the table breaks into a golf clap, sort of soft applause.
Organs in the background, swell.
And you hear everyone just whispering around things like, "Yeah, that's the doctor, that's the doctor. The doctor's in his office," and all this kind of stuff.
Ow!
What's up, guys?
Why did you hit me in the head?
Shut up.
Yeah, you didn't hit me in the head.
I was scared.
So it seems like Billicus, you've made some new friends here. Where have you been this last month? You kind of just disappeared without telling us.
What are you talking about? It's been
3 months.
A couple days.
Oh God, no.
No,
you left a month ago. Oh, no, you left a month before us, and then it took us a month to get here.
Oh man, time just flies. I don't know. I thought I was just here for a couple of days or something. I've just been doctoring stuff. Wink, wink.
What?
With lots of women.
You're a doctor? What? You're a gynecologist now?
I don't know what that means.
So who are your friends, or this one friend?
Oh, this is Manto.
I know who Manto is.
Oh, this guy. Oh, this is Garrick. He came in here and he was talking about some mission or something, and I don't know. I figured you guys would be along to fill him in on that.
Yeah, hey, my name's Garrick. I thrust my hand out vigorously.
What?
Are you a wolf or a pony?
I'm neither of those.
But you're small.
I'm a small man, yeah. Well, I'm a dwarf. A cleric, actually. I should have been the one to heal you, but, this guy, he's the doctor,
I am the doctor.
Yeah, he's a doctor through and through.
Tell them about all the women that are normally in here, because I feel like I really need to underscore that.
This is I've been with you for a little while, and this is the first time I've seen any women within 10 feet of
All
view.
right.
So,
Stop talking.
Okay.
How long do you have to study to become a doctor here? Like, I didn't
No more questions.
Oh, you should hear all his tales. He's been doctoring for at least 12 years. What is it?
12.
Billicus?
Yes, I'm a tree doctor and arbor. I'm a tree doctor.
Sounds very convincing. Well, so you're on a mission here too, then, Garrick?
Yeah, I'm on the mission of my god, basically. I'm here to spread the word, spread my seed of knowledge, to say, all around the city, just spread it everywhere. And but it would be nice if I could gain some coin in the process, just to help sustain myself. I have absolutely no money.
Guys, where's Bjorn? Did you guys...
Have you seen?
Yeah, like have you seen? Like I think.
Remember our little rogue friend? He kind of.
We had
That's
a
Manto.
fight. We had a big fight and.
You fought with Manto?
No, with some snakes. I think they were big snakes.
Oh yeah, one thing about this city, I don't know if you noticed yet, but there's a lot of lizard people around.
I normally see lizard people. I've noticed nothing.
That's just because you're high all the time.
Oh my god. Oh, I thought it was another tip. We've been looking for these lizard people. We found snake people instead.
I point at Manto. Is this the lizard person that you're talking about?
No,
that's Manto.
This is Manto.
Oh, great.
I continue to pet Manto's head.
I didn't know Manto was a lizard.
Wait, what?
We're all very confused.
Am I still poisoned?
I grab you by the head again, and I go, "Poison be gone!" and I shove your head.
Stop it,
Billicus. The fog of your high starts to clear a bit, and you start to remember that you were all sent here on a mission to uncover secret society mischief. It's starting to come back to you just a little bit now.
Something is telling me that I was sent here to uncover secret society mischief.
Oh, it's so weird, these moments of lucidity that you have.
They're few and far between. I wish that there was more of them. It would make things a lot easier and less awkward.
Oh, I think I saw poison in me. Yes. All right. Yeah. Basically, I think we found a secret society of snake people.
Yeah.
We were looking for a secret society of lizard people, but, close enough.
Does this have anything to do with those weird statues we saw in that temple?
Apparently, no.
No, they were squids.
Those were squid people, and we've already solved that problem.
We met Micah, and that means that goth guy's around.
Oh yeah, where's Nicholas Tress?
Oh, goth guy, I know that guy.
I'm sitting right here, guys.
Oh.
We went through a portal to another dimension. Billicus, I'm talking. We've already talked about this.
He has long hair, but
An eyeshadow.
An eyeshadow.
I travelled through a portal to another dimension, and it only brought me here to a common pub, where I can drink this mead and contemplate the ultimate futility, no matter what dimension you're in. Would you like to hear a poem about it?
No, I've already contemplated the futility of all life in all dimensions.
Let me introduce you to Garrick here. He joined us a couple of days ago. He is someone with principles, which is funny because principles about nothing.
I've been calling him Garrick for the past few weeks.
Because you're high all the time, man.
Yeah, his
by the
name's
way,
Garrick.
Garrick still has his hand out, across the table, and you guys never introduced.
That's right.
So, for the past 3
we
minutes,
started just talking about shit.
He's been hanging there for... Nicholas Trass reaches over and shakes your hand for you. Garrick, we've already met, but I commend anyone in their noble yet futile attempts to hold real values in a world which is ultimately all dust floating around the cosmos.
You know what you need in your life? My seed of faith. All right? What you need is Moradin.
Now, I'd be happy to take you up in a theological discussion, but I have the proof of fact on my side. We live in the void, and everything is coincidence.
We do live in the void.
Yeah, we've seen it.
Yeah.
We stared into the heart of the void.
You have? Tell me more.
This voidy.
It kind of sucked. Lots of squid people, surprisingly. But okay, so but Garrick, you're on this mission, and your only mission is to spread seed.
Seed, and well, I'm not gonna lie, I need some money.
All right.
I would love a little bit of coin in my pocket.
Well, you're just in luck. We are full of coin.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We are pretty rich now.
Where's-
Like, how much would you say?
I think we could own parts of the city. Like,
Oh my
So-
Moradin, really?
so I don't know. It seems like we're missing a guy. Do you want to join our crew? We're
Anything you
ranger
buy
team.
with that money will one day be dust in the desert of any civilization that has been built.
This
Yeah, but
guy,
right
man.
now, it's
Well,
not dust, and I can afford a pony.
I can afford a soundproof room so that I don't have to listen to your shit, Nicholas.
That's fine. One day we'll all be gone, and sound will end like everything.
Can't come soon enough. But anyways, yeah. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Garrick.
Can we finally shake hands?
Oh, yes, that's right. I'm sorry. It's not really a Catherine tradition to
Oh,
shake hands.
what do you
We
do?
usually just like salute.
Oh,
We're not a
okay.
very touchy-feely besides this guy.
You're from. Oh, you're from that. Okay, I understand now. Yeah.
If
Yeah.
anyone wants to actually make a physical action, don't forget, just state it. Like, I do shake hands, I don't shake hands, I salute.
I make a salute.
And I pet Manto.
Well, yeah, welcome
I
to
do
our...
a respectful bow.
Yeah,
of the head.
So, you might not have gotten this from hanging out with Billicus, but he's actually part of something we call an elite ranger team. And so,
I thought he was just a drug dealer.
well, I guess
He's an elite drug dealer.
he's an
I'm
elite ranger
doctor
drug
now.
dealer.
Like, that's really cool that you're
Yeah.
a doctor.
That-
Like,
I do like that you've applied yourself to the medical arts.
My mom and dad are gonna be really proud of me.
You know this guy. Yeah, he's a good man. Anyway, you saying like lizard people and Illuminati? Like, I just got in the city, you know, and I was looking to maybe proselytize just a little bit.
hmm
You know, I've been kind of wandering the lands for the last couple of years with nothing but my sandals on my feet and my shield on my back, you know. But so what's this like big conspiracy going on here?
Having been in the city as long as you have, you will have heard of the audacious daylight kidnap of a very prominent cleric called Cedric March, which is one of the big events related to secret society troubles that we talked about last session. And he is a cleric from a city here called Centerville, who was famous for reaching such a high level of clericdom that he supposedly gained the ability to bring people back from the dead fully, even months after they died, which is one of the highest abilities of legendary clerics. Although we're in the D&D world where magic is real, it's such a high-level cleric ability that it's just very few and far between that people can do it, so that for the normal populace, it's almost just like a legend that it could happen, right? So,
And this is something that I heard.
yeah, so this guy's story is, he supposedly achieved that, and once he knew he had that power, he thought it's such a big power to have, he renounced all dogma and factionalism and just became a sort of white robe wearing sort of pure pacifist, essentially. And he was coming into town, to give on part of his tour, his sort of speaking to the common people tour, and he got kidnapped. Called Cedric March, and you found this out briefly. You heard it last session. You guys have heard about this since you were here.
And I would have loved to see this guy Cedric, but he was just taken in the middle of the day.
You know, we just had a run-in with a secret society of snake people, as we were saying, and they seem like the suspicious enough type to kidnap a cleric that could, if I'm hearing right, bring back the dead? Undead? A dead?
No way.
Yeah. They're pretty
Man, I
tough.
would love to meet this guy. I bet he can just impart on me so much, seed.
I need to stress again how many women are normally here. You guys came in at a really bad time.
I don't feel very good. Almost like I've been hit in a lot of points. And maybe we should go back to the house and like heal and
Oh,
see if
yeah.
Bjorn's there. And
Oh, I could do that right now.
like, what? You can heal all the points.
Garrick, you notice they are
We are
wounded.
bleeding out of a lot of places.
I've noticed all the blood.
So
I'm a noticer of those things.
let's recap then. Hjani, how many hit points do you have out of how many?
I have 12 out of 35? No, 23.
You've taken 12. We have 12 left.
I have 12 left.
Oh, so you're literally like
I'm dying.
You're literally dying in front of them.
In
Seyda?
fact, I probably have less than that because we decided to walk 20 blocks to the Elven district instead of look for a close by pharmacy.
Seyda?
I am down to 26 out of 58.
Yeah, being a religious cleric such as myself, I don't like to see people just die in front of me. And it looks like you guys are just like vaulting towards that point right now. So if you don't mind, I'm going to kind of do what Billicus just did, and I'm gonna do a little hand waving and stuff. Okay?
Please don't hit me in the head.
As a regular cleric, you can do it from a distance.
You don't have to touch us.
I won't. Well, no, I won't touch you.
Doesn't have to.
I don't have to, and I won't, Billicus. All right, so let me do my spell here. Now, would you say your wounds are light or serious?
I just glare.
I just look at this hole in my side.
They're both serious.
Okay.
That looks terrible, I say, and I'm kind of pushing at it. How did this happen?
Slap your hand away.
All right, then. Let me cast.
Weekly.
I cast Cure Serious Wounds.
Okay, so that's 3d8 plus 5. Can you muster 3d8s there?
So who?
That's a D8, and then this is a D8.
Now, can I split that between? Or is it only one?
I think it's 1.
And I can only cast this once. No, I can cast this. This is...
Which one of them looks the worst?
This is a 3rd level spell, and I can
decide.
cast 2 of these.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's very useful, because there's two of
There's
us
two of us.
with serious wounds.
So I look at... Your name again?
Hjani,
Hjani.
nice to meet you.
All right.
Salute.
Yep. Salute. A little head bow. All right. Hjani. I will cure you. And I cure you. So this is
14.
14 plus 5. 19
Nice.
points are healed.
I'm
How do you
done.
feel now?
Better. Now I'm just down to -4.
Those
points.
wounds are starting to look less serious and just more moderate.
That's true. They're almost light wounds at this point in time.
You are a very observational elf when you're high. All right, then. Let me do the same to you.
Okay.
So this is 10 points
Thanks.
plus 5, 15.
15. Okay.
So I cure 15 points of damage for you.
That is 26 plus 15 is math. Okay, I'm up to 41. Hey, Doc. Do you happen to have any of those good berries?
I do. I have tons of good berries. I just can't remember how many of them I have. Give me 1 second, please.
I really don't
It's-
trust his
it's-
berries.
I have a feeling there's something like 1d4, aren't they, or something? Or 1d6, or 2d4. Well, that's 3 options. That's not helping at all, is it?
It's 2d4.
No help.
2d4.
It is
2d4.
2d4.
Yeah.
2d4.
Would you like to cast good
Ow.
berries?
I cast good berries. I flourish and I spin and I cast good berries. Or good berry. And you get 6.
Okay, so Billicus reaches into his pouch. He pulls out 6 berries, he casts his spell over them. They glow momentarily, and now they just like really juicy, ripe berries. But each one eaten confers 1 hit point of healing to you.
They are delicious, and now I'm up to 47 out of my 58.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
think-
Thank you, guys. I feel...
I can...
So I think, you know what? Let's walk and talk. We actually are staying in the house of a noble. Do you remember that like really prickly guy in that island we were on?
I beat him
Billicus?
with my sword. It
Yeah.
was amazing.
You beat everybody with your sword.
Yeah, but I beat this guy
Seyda
like, in single
specifically
battle.
spanked this guy.
Oh,
so,
yes. Yeah, I do remember that.
So yeah, his little brother lives in town, and we've been kind of just hanging out at his house. It's a pretty cool house. They have
The
great food.
curtains aren't swingable, though. Don't try and swing on the curtains.
I'm Nicholas Tress. The house is just a man's trappings of his projection of his self-worth, which is ultimately an illusion. If I was you, I would sleep here at this table.
Nicholas, you're from a nice house.
I sigh.
I am from a noble house, but one's origins do not determine
Your
one's
house
reality.
is great.
I sigh deeply.
Nicholas, you're pretty depressing. Here's some wisdom to bite on. What is
Oh.
today but yesterday's tomorrow?
I shall think on that more.
Whoa.
That's
I know, right?
I am not resistant to all knowledge from a theological background. I shall think on it, and we shall have debates over further drinks in the future, my friend.
Sounds good.
Would anyone like to hear my poem about that?
Oh gosh, look at me. I'm walking out the door.
Look at the time.
I leave. And I hate goths.
Cure disease! I spin and I slap him in the face.
You slap him in the face, he smarts, the room stops and looks around. He shrugs in resignation.
I bow.
He says, I probably deserved that. Also, I feel like an unspecified disease I had that you don't know about, that I won't tell you what it was, but it feels like it's gone now. Thank you.
All in a day's work for the doctor. I turn to my crowd and I bow and exit stage left.
Doctor, where are you going? Are you leaving us?
I walk away.
They all just stare after you in awe.
The doctor will be back. The doctor will be with you always. Whenever you think you need me the most, I will be there.
Okay. They're all stoned, by the way.
Peace.
Be well.
You too.
You leave the pub and you are back on the main...
This is a very strange district.
Yeah, you are back on the main
Feels like very strange
thoroughfare
people.
in front of the Elven district, watching all the horses and carts go east to west towards the centre of town. It's
Guys,
very busy.
Normally there were so many women in there, but I don't know. It was...
I never
tonight.
realized until I came to the city how weird elves really are. Like, you guys are weird.
They're weird.
So, for the listeners, currently now we have Hjani is an elf, an elven warrior. Seyda is human, a human tall barbarian. Billicus, whose nickname isn't really the Doctor. Billicus is a elven druid.
It's nice that he reinvented himself in the city, though.
Yeah,
I feel
and
like I really found myself.
and Garrick is a dwarven cleric. Okay, so now we've
Have I
got
ever
that
met
straight.
a dwarf before?
Have I ever met a
There
dwarf
are
before?
two. The funny thing is, there are 2 or 3 or 4 or so hanging out on the Raka in your kingdom, on the frontier, where it's far away from the elven noble houses. So for Seyda, it's kind of normal to see 1 or 2 around, but for Billicus and Hjani, who are from the interior of the country, you maybe saw one once from a distance. This is your first time having meaningful conversations with a dwarf.
Would you
Was
say,
it from a distance, or were they?
Or they're just really small.
Yeah, just the perspective.
Would you say that they
I
make up
wasn't. I wasn't there technically, so I can't elaborate.
Would you say they make up a small part of the population?
In Kikathra, but in this, at the northern fringes of the realm of the Merchant Kings, is the mountain range which is home to the dwarves of this game world. So Garrick is sitting there thinking, like, in this area, actually, there's more dwarves than elves.
Okay, so basically we have little knowledge of dwarves.
Anyways, I can't thank you enough for taking me in, you know? I've been sleeping on the trash pile for the past couple weeks, but it's just so nice that you guys could take in just this random dwarf guy that you never met before
I
into
didn't think
to
that
your
place
house.
was a trash pile. That place was cool, man.
No, I was literally sleeping outside in the alleyway in a trash pile.
Sorry.
It's nice of you to have noticed. Focus. Well, that's fine. You're about to partake in all the riches of the city because apparently I'm a bit of a kleptomaniac and I collected a lot of loot through our adventures. These guys didn't seem to know about it. But yeah, we've got a lot of money. So yeah, actually, I guess we could pay you.
I don't think I've ever had this much money. I don't think I've ever had any money. This is like, and I'm in a city. I could go off the rails.
Well, we kind of did already.
Oh,
we have
yeah.
a bunch of fur jumpsuits now.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah.
So I'm gonna recap like the leads and options you have now. Not just to remind your force you're on, but because listeners maybe just tuning in on this one. So at this point, you've now met back with Billicus and your new friend Garrick, and these are the following things you have. You have, as you mentioned, the mansion you are staying of Albert Greenstone, who just last night was attacked in his home along with you by assassins from the Society of the Snake, who you've met and had some recent skirmishes with. There is also, in the kind of investigation and rumours you've been hearing, there's the kidnap of the cleric Cedric March. There are 2 sites where stuff went down last month, the assassination in Library Square, and also the battle to the south of there in Statue Square by the docks, where 2 secret societies apparently fought each other after that.
Mm-hmm.
And there is also Alex James the Bard in the dock area who's supposed to be an expert on conspiracy theories and secret societies. So they are the...
So we actually have to go talk to Alex James?
you could find out what you need to know through various sources, up to you, but that's what you've heard of so far.
I think I've
You
heard
don't have to talk to anyone you don't want to talk to, but
enough goth poetry to not want to spend any time around a bard.
Yeah,
bards are not all goths, but
no, this one's just a conspiracy theorist that yells a lot.
you've heard.
We've heard.
I think we should go back to the mansion because, like, we're
Yeah.
missing a rogue. Like,
That's true.
We've gone from one rogue to non-rogue, and this is strange. Let's go back to the mansion and swing a little bit. It'll make me feel better.
I need to rest
Sweet.
as well. I'm exhausted from casting Cure Poison 3 times.
Okay, so
So we're walking
that
and
guy's
talking.
face.
you're walking and talking. So, following a period of catching up and talking, you pick the option with the least amount of action, and you return to the house to rest and talk more. You make your way through Civic Square along the canal until you finally find the bridge crossing over to the exclusive Noble Quarter in the northeast corner, with like gated communities of the time, walled villas, the huge, perfectly preserved but unused castle in the corner, and also the area called Verdania or Verdania, depending on how you pronounce it, which is all gardens and townhouses based around that square that you can see on the map there. And you soon find and recognize Albert Greenstone's townhouse, and you can see his butler hanging out the front, smoking a roll-up. Oh, you're back.
We're back.
Hello. Have you solved the mystery? Did you find anything out? Are you going to stay here again? Because one of you destroyed a nice velvet pair of our curtains. Is that normal where you come from to stay in a house where you're a guest and then trash the room and not even tell me?
The guy who did that, have you seen him?
The guy who did that?
Yeah, the guy who did that. It definitely wasn't me, because it was his room where the curtains were trashed, so it couldn't have possibly been me.
Sorry, 4 of you left and 4 of you came back. It's all I can remember.
But we haven't seen a
3 of us left.
Oh, yes, but I don't know who this dwarf is, sorry.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hello.
I thrust my hand out.
I'm the Greenstone's butler. He shakes your hand firmly and politely with respect.
Oh, goodness. Goodness me. I like you already. What's your name? Butler?
Butler. My name is actually Robert Butler. My surname is Butler. My job is a butler. Please do not make jokes about it. A butler is a noble calling, and I do my job very well. Thank you very much.
He doesn't like to be the butler of jokes.
See what I mean? No respect.
No.
Elves.
Yeah, there was another elf guy, but not elf guy. He was like half not elf and half elf, and he was with us. And is he here?
Oh, yes, I remember him.
He wrecked your curtains. It wasn't me.
Well, I wasn't thinking of that. I was thinking about I had to clean his bedsheets, but that's another story.
Well, Mr. Butler, I could actually go in there and repair those curtains.
Oh, it's all done. They're all in the laundry.
Oh, they were just dirty.
Yeah, less said about that, the better.
All right.
Anyway.
Well, actually,
So how would I know where he is? No, this is the first time anyone's returned. I didn't think you were coming back.
Bjorn's missing?
Who's this Bjorn guy?
he usually does all the talking, so...
What happened to Bjorn?
Oh, you all do plenty of talking.
Yeah, I don't... Well, basically, we were attacked by those snake people.
I thought Bjorn was right here.
We fought some snakes, and now he's not here.
Yeah, and he kind of disappeared. I don't know. I mean, like, we all ran in separate directions, but for some reason, it was really easy to find you, but I haven't been able to find Bjorn since.
Do you think he's in a ball?
You mean, like, curled in a ball?
Like, no, we had a friend who went into a ball.
I remember that ball.
I have that ball right here.
Want to meet that ball?
Here's the ball. But meanwhile, okay.
You take out the ball.
So Bjorn's not here. We've been walking and talking about how maybe all of these little crazy things that are happening in this city are connected to these snake people. And I get the feeling that, I don't know, Butler, do you have any extra information on this? I guess we should have asked you if you knew anything about the city beforehand.
Well, I am from a long line of butlers who have lived in this proud city. If you ask me a specific question, I may be able to tell you some information, perchance.
So we have a lot of things to ask.
Oh, by the way, before you do that, he passes the roll up to Billicus and winks.
I surreptitiously take it.
It's not only tobacco. This butler knows how to get down.
I would expect nothing less.
So, sorry, Hjani, Miss Hjani, what were you saying?
I'm right here. You guys can do your drugs in front of me. It's fine.
Sure.
Oh, I'm a teetotaler. I don't do drugs. I've renounced all substances.
I respect that.
I respect you, Butler.
Thank you, man.
My goodness.
It's about time a butler got some respect in this town. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Snakes. There were snakes, and we've lost a rogue, and I want to fight something, because I'm really mad about everything.
Oh,
so those snake people.
You mean the Society of the Snake?
Maybe. They might just be really big snakes. I don't know.
I have heard something about them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not much, but I heard that a couple of months ago, this society were growing and growing, and something happened. Apparently, they split into two warring factions. That was the last rumor I heard about them. But there are many, and when I say many, I mean 50 or 60 different societies in this ridiculous city. Being a member of secret society is what being free is all about. Apparently, you join societies, you have handshakes, and you make connections. And anyway, yeah, I heard they split into two and had a war. It was around about the same time that white-robed idiot guy was visiting.
Oh, this guy's looking for a white-robed idiot.
You are?
The
The little guy?
this guy, I
Dwarf?
say, and
Garrick?
I point towards him,
Towards me?
towards you.
What was his name? Oh, Cedric. Yes.
Yeah, the guy, the white robe guy.
It's around the timeline's confused in my. I mean, I can't say if it was he disappeared the same time they were having the war or that they split after that. But I remember it because it was around that time, and that was a big deal.
Well, basically, I have a really big interest in this Cedric fellow. I would love to sit down at a table and just hash things out with him.
Pick his brain.
Well, he's been missing ever since. I'm afraid
Oh boy.
he's still missing.
Oh well.
Have you heard anything? Any secret butler rumblings?
No, but in a city like this, the people, the real people, the working people, they see things. They don't talk, but they see things. I imagine if you go to any places where all these various things happened, people might have seen things.
Fine.
The working people
Hey,
are my type of people.
That is what butlers do, We do our jobs, we see, but we don't say. Apart from when we've just smoked a doobie.
I pass it back to him.
I intercept it. This is too much for me.
Excuse me, you're welcome to toke, but if not, please pass back. Mr.
All
What's your
right,
name,
so-
sir?
The doctor.
Mr. Doctor.
Mr. the Doctor.
Mr. the Doctor, it seems that not all your friends are versed in etiquette.
What can you do? I mean, humans, am I right?
All right, anyway, are you wanting to go back into the house, your room? I've made up your room for you.
I am exhausted.
The greenstones are all out, but the house is there for you. They'll be back in the evening.
All right, I say we get a meal in.
I
don't know.
pass back the roll up and I walk into the house.
Could you draw a bath for me, Mr. Butler?
Absolutely.
Scented with burgundy and orange peels.
I can arrange that.
I've actually never taken a bath before, so I don't know.
No, and let me point
what that
out,
entails.
for Garrick, just like the first time, for Garrick and Billicus now, just like the first time you guys came to this house, this area in this city, in these houses, and this level of cleanliness and opulence is just totally out of this world. This is like the pinnacle of medieval city rich living, essentially. This is like really great.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time. And the butler doesn't, when you ask for those, weird scents and to run a bath, in no way does he think that's out of the ordinary. He's like, yep, can do that. Got all the stuff.
And ferret thyroids.
Oh, yep, will do.
My goodness.
Oh, they're all the rage. Ferret thyroids.